Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. And this is how I think Annalena Baerbock, the foreign minister, the immature, not ready foreign minister of the used to be great country of Germany, is going to lose her job. Why? Because in this world, in the Western world only, there are certain subjects, people, groups, entities that should not be criticized ever, and some of them sometimes cannot be criticized. But that sometimes it depends on how the United States says at that point the entity that must not be criticized. In this case, we have Ukraine. Ukraine, and anything that happens in Ukraine must not be criticized. It's an unwritten rule. Why? Based on interest. So interest dictates this guy should not criticize Ukraine because the big boss set the tone and you should not do it. Now, Annalena Baerbock is a mediocrity in her job. Why do I say that? Just listen to her speak. That's all you need to do. Don't trust me. Don't believe what I'm saying. Just watch what she's saying and how she's saying. Watch her line of reasoning or lack of logic and so on. I've been watching it. I didn't know her. I just got accustomed with her doing this Ukraine BS. And I said one time, two times, three times. For me, an adult, that's my way of, this how as these guys are saying, that's the way I roll. You got 3 strikes, and I got 3 strikes. So it's not like I hold you to a different standard. I got 3 strikes. 1, if I say something dumb, okay, well, or you say something dumb, okay, well, it happens, we all say that. And you say it again, it's strike 2. Now the third one, we got a problem here. It's more than a pattern. 2, 3 is already a pattern, kind of like 3 times. So I'm having questions like, already I labeled you in a certain way. This person has a little issue on this department. So Annalena did this for, 20 times already. So for me, she's way there. So now she was one of the most supportive actress in Germany for Ukraine. I know she knew exactly what she needed to do. She was all for it. All right. How is that? Ready and willing? Is that how willing and ready? She was always willing and ready, or something like that. It's an expression. Anyway, I heard. So here you have Annalena, who is running against that, is criticizing Ukraine. I'm expecting her to either apologize or give tomorrow a, some clarifications. Hey, you didn't understand what I said, gaslighting. Or there's going to be too much for these guys and it says, Annalena, you got to go. I don't care if you're still ready and willing. It's too late. We had this too many times. Now you can go. I'm going to bring someone else. So in this case, we have a brunette. We might bring a blonde. So let's see what she said. Ukrainska Pravda. This is from June 21st. Jesus Christ. Ukraine must end nepotism and corruption to join the EU. German foreign minister. Baby doll. When did you figure this out? Yesterday or this morning? If you figured this out a long time ago, how can you support them against the other guys? Not that the other guys are perfect, but you understand you support these guys over there? So you give them weapons, money, and others to these guys. I think you should be ashamed of those decisions. But hey, let's see. Ukraine, do I have here anything? No. Ukraine must put an end to 30 years, so she knew about it, of nepotism and corruption in order to become a member of the European Union. Annalena Baerbock, German foreign minister, said. Good for you. Now, it's either you say that, they will adjust. The Ukrainians will fool you like there's no tomorrow. Since you are so shallow in right here, these guys are going to fool you, as I know they will. Why? Because I come from Romania and I know how those guys fooled certain people from when it was about the same thing, the corruption. They fooled them like it was no more corruption. And they are in NATO, Romania. Romania is in the European Union and is no more corruption and nepotism in Romania. Oh my in God. Source, European Pravda cited her speech on Wednesday on the sidelines of Ukraine's recovery conference in London. Now, maybe she received a little hint and order to say it. Maybe this could be a little shift, in the Germans' policy towards Ukraine. I don't think so. I think she just made a mistake. And we'll find out tomorrow when she's going to apologize and tell us that we understood it somehow. Remember when she said that we, European Union, or the West, we are at war with Russia? I made a video. She's on camera. You can hear Annalena saying that. And the next day said, actually, you took it out of the context. No, it was not, because she was not quoted only with that. The whole video is about 30 seconds, something like that. And in that, she said, we are at war. And all the context is there. So again, she tried to gaslight, and that was one mistake, a big one. Or maybe she was supposed to say it, to see how the Russians react. We'll see how the Ukrainians probably will react to this, and the boss will take her and say, hey, grab her by the... And anyway, according to Baerbock, Ukraine has already made progress, that's what it was, in its reform efforts towards the EU, especially areas of free media and the rule of law. You gotta be shitting me. Free media? Is she aware that Ukraine banned, I know, about 10 radio and TV stations, and is she aware of that? In Ukraine, this guy, the free guy over Ukraine, what's his name? Zelensky. Is she aware that political parties are banned over there? Is she aware that one particular Christian denomination is banned over there? Is she aware of the minorities, how they are provided, education in their own language? Is she aware of that? She doesn't know shit. Especially in the areas of free media. What are you talking about? The media is under control of Zelensky, of the Ukraine's government. I made videos on that. There are articles. They all go through one. It's all how do you call it? Not unified. In one, they go in one side. It's I can't remember the word, but anyway, she doesn't know shit. I told you. That's another example. I know more than she does, or she's just lying. However, the minister said that further progress is needed in future to put on an end to 30 years of nepotism, and we must clearly say corruption. Words. At the same time, Baerbock stressed the reform steps in Ukraine are being carried out at incredible speed. Jesus, yeah. What kind of reforms are we talking about, baby doll? And Germany intensively supports this. She is fooled as there is no tomorrow, man. These guys are just naive. She's a naive, but she's on the right spot. Unbelievable. So this is Baerbock. Nepotism, and this is what the Ukrainians will do. Let's say they want to do that, which I doubt it, because it's like you're in charge of the mafiosi, and yeah, I will clean the house. You know what I mean? I mean, you are in charge over there. What are you talking about? I mean, if you want to see the nepotism, but you take it differently a little bit, look at these guys. Look at 4 people. One guy was elected. That's Zelensky, right? The Ukrainian Zelensky. Zelensky, appointed Zhmyhal. And then Zelensky appointed the Minister of Defense, Reznikov. And then Zelensky appointed Yermak. This is the Prime Minister here, Zhmyhal. The other guy is the Minister of Defense, and the other one is like the Chief of Staff of the President. All those guys are Ukrainians. Check them out, look at their bio, look at early life, and you're going to find out. So, you think these guys are not thinking in terms of nepotism? They are right there. Or they are okay. Remember how I started at the beginning? Sometimes, certain things can be challenged, sometimes certain things cannot be challenged, but as always, certain issues you should never, ever, under any circumstance, criticize. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.